Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another episode of Baba's podcast. I'm Hussein Baba. Today I'm going to tell you a story. Now this story happened way back in 17th century at the time of Ottoman Empire. Now during this period there was a sultan or ruler called Sultan Murad. Now he had an habit of walking around in the evening to check out what's happening in the city, and he wanted to know the welfare of his people. And he used to dress up in just ordinary clothes so people do not recognize him as the sultan. And he walks around with his assistant. So one evening he felt a bit uneasy and he called his assistant and said, let's go around early today. I feel something easy. I want to go out and check out. So he came to a busy part of the city and he saw people walking by, doing their own stuff, their business. But he spotted a body on the ground. Now it was quite strange because people are walking by and they didn't even bother to look at the body. So he quickly went over to the body and he potted it and he found out a person had died. And a strange feeling was people were not doing anything about it. So what he did, he shouted out to the people, to the crowd, and he said, look here, does anybody know who this person is? And they said, he's so and so, the drunkard, the fornicator. Well, the Sultan said, isn't he a member of the Ummah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? So come and help me out, take him to his home. So people from the crowd helped to carry the body along with the Sultan and the assistant. They went to the home of this dead person. So when they arrived, they left the body and the crowd left, leaving the Sultan and his assistant. When the man's wife saw the body, she started weeping. Oh, the pious one, may Allah have mercy on you, the friend of Allah. I bear witness that you are the pious one. Now, the Sultan felt a bit strange. Why would you say such good things about this man when the crowd just told that he was doing bad things? So the Sultan turned around. He didn't identify who he was. He simply asked his wife, why would you call him a pious man? Then she replied, I was expecting that. She said to the Sultan, my husband would go out every night to the bar and use his money to purchase whatever wine was available in the bar on that night. He'll bring that home and then pour the wine into the drain. And he'll tell it to his wife and he would say, I saved the Muslims a little today. Then he will leave home again and meet this prostitute and give her money and say, close your door till the morning. Then he will come back home and he would say, today I saved the young women and the youth of believers from committing haram activities. So the wife was worried about this and the wife said, when one day, if you die, nobody will care about you. They will not pray over you. They will not bathe you. And you will not have a proper funeral. He laughed. He said, don't worry, my dear wife. He said, don't fear. The Sultan of the believers will come personally with pious people and scholars and wash and give a proper burial. And by Allah, he said the truth. So when the Sultan heard this, he said, by Allah, he said the truth. Okay, because I am the Sultan. I'm the Sultan Murad. Tomorrow we will bathe him and give a proper burial. So all happened. The Sultan, the scholars, the pious people, they all came to the funeral and buried him. So the moral of this story is we judge the people from what we see and what we hear, right? Now that should be the way. There's always something behind it. We don't know. It's only between that person and Allah, right? So we shouldn't rush to make judgment until we clarify what it is. So Allah knows the best. As it says in the Quran, it says, I read it out to you. O you believe, abstain from many of the suspicions. Some suspicions are sin, and do not be curious to find out the faults of others, and do not backbite one another. Does one of you like to eat the flesh of your brother? Of course not. You wouldn't eat the flesh of your dead brother. So fear Allah, and surely Allah is the most relenting, very merciful. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum. Till next time.